I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help me God.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
As is traditional in the transfer of power from one president to another, Donald Trump was sworn in today at the U.S. Capitol as the 45th President of the United States. You're watching WVVA News at 11.
This is WVVA News, here for you, live in HD. WVVA News at 11 starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Rick Douglas. President Donald Trump and his family are wrapping up a day of pomp and protest as he's sworn in as the nation's 45th president. Kristen Holmes has a look at the ceremony, the pageantry, and the transfer of power from Washington.
Solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump,
becoming the 45th President of the United States and delivering an inaugural address reminiscent of the outsider-themed speeches that gained him popularity during the campaign, taking aim at the political system.
Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth.
Promising once again to restore the American dream.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first.
A freshly sworn-in President Trump and First Lady waving to thousands of onlookers while marching in his inaugural parade on Pennsylvania Avenue. Earlier in the day, the first couple following tradition, the new president striking a positive tone, attending a lunch with congressional leaders where he expressed kind words for his former rival.
I was very honored, very honored, when I heard that President Bill Clinton and Secretary Hillary Clinton was coming today, and I think it's appropriate to say, and I'd like you to stand up.
And was all smiles while visiting the Obamas at the White House. The former president leaving his successor a letter in the Oval Office before saying a final farewell to his staff.
This has never been about us. It has always been about you.
4 years ago, then President Obama attended 10 inaugural balls. This evening, President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump will attend just 3 balls.
The health of President George H.W. Bush and his wife Barbara is improving. A spokesperson for the Bush family says Mr. Bush is now breathing on his own with minimal supplemental oxygen. Former First Lady Barbara Bush also continues to improve. The former president was admitted to Houston Methodist Hospital last Saturday. Since then, he's been battling respiratory issues stemming from pneumonia. Mrs. Bush is at the same hospital, receiving treatment for bronchitis. Despite being in the hospital, the couple watched the inaugural on TV together. Chief Meteorologist Travis Roberts is standing by with a first look at your forecast. Hey, Travis.
Hey, Rick. Good evening, everybody. Well, we saw some clearing skies as we moved through the evening hours, and tonight, with some clear skies, we've seen deeper valleys drop into the 40s, and I think we could see a few 30s into the Greenbrier Valley later tonight. We do have clouds on the increase from the west and from the south, but it looks like we're going to see a dry night. However, we could see a little bit of patchy fog, especially in some of the deeper valleys where we saw some rain earlier today. There's some low-level moisture around, and again, that could cause that fog. Right now in Beckley, it's 51. We're also in the 50s at the Mercer County Airport tonight, so a very mild evening. And a quick look at temperatures around the area. Most of us in the 40s and 50s, with the exception of those deeper valleys. You can sort of see that temperature there into Lewisburg. We're already down to 40 there. Compare that with 51 at both the airports in Bluefield and Beckley. A warm front off to our east, so that means warm air going to continue to move in from the south overnight. We do have some rain on the way. It could be heavy. Details on that coming up, Rick.
All right, thanks, Travis. The Senate today confirmed President Donald Trump's first cabinet member, formally approving his choice for defense secretary. General James Mattis easily cleared the 50-vote majority threshold. However, New York Democrat Senator Kirsten Gillibrand was the first and so far only senator to vote against him. Though Republicans have a Senate majority and are likely to confirm most, if not all, Trump nominees, Democrats can slow down the process by not agreeing to expedite Senate procedure. A person's in custody after a shooting at a high school in Ohio, northwest of Columbus. Officials say tonight the victim is a 16-year-old junior. He was transported to a hospital and is in critical but stable condition. The shooting happened at the beginning of the school day. Afterward, the superintendent and prosecuting attorney held a news conference.
This happened right at the beginning of the school day. People were just kind of getting into their rooms, and our staff and students did a terrific job that once a shot was notified that there was an active shooter, they immediately ran, got in their rooms and started barricading doors and exiting the building and evacuating as necessary, as we've been trained. And
police say the 17-year-old shooter used a shotgun. Luckily, school staff were able to pin him down before he could cause anyone more harm.